everyone, I'm Laura from Go Simply, and today I have a cardio kickboxing routine. I had a lot of requests when I said before that I did do some kickboxing myself as workouts. I'm not a kickboxer, but I just really enjoy doing them, and even though I look silly and I feel somewhat ridiculous, it's a great workout. So I'm going to do a video for you today. It includes both a warm-up and a cool down at the end, and the whole workout's going to come in just under 30 minutes. So we're going to start with our warm-up first. You won't need any equipment for that, and we're going to start with a toe touch jack. So we're going to just touch our toes and then jack out, touch, and jack. Now, if you want to be a little bit more low impact, you can certainly just touch side to side there and then walk it out. It's a little bit of a brain teaser, but that's good for your body too, absolutely. Always good to get that brain in the game as well. Excellent, so now we're just going to do a side lunge, side to side. All of these warm-up exercises, we're just going straight into them for 30 seconds. There's no break in between, so just catch on when you can. It's not imperative that you get the whole 30 seconds. If you miss the first 2 or 3, because you're figuring out what we're doing, that's just fine. I'll try my best to let you know what's coming up. So next up, we're going to do a torso twist. So we're just going to stand here and we're just going to twist from side to side. When you're throwing punches, you're really calling on those muscles throughout your obliques and the back and the abdominals. So you want to make sure that they're nice and warmed up. And the next move we're going to do is a walk down. We can add a little cobra at the bottom if you want. So I'm just going to come to the side. I'm just going to walk full out into a plank. You can stop here, but if you want, you can add a bit of a cobra and then push yourself back up to standing. Let's go ahead and reach those arms to the sky and then keep going back down. We won't be able to fit a lot of these in. That's okay. It is definitely a full body exercise. After this, we're going to do a body weight squat. So you don't need to rush through, just finish the move, and then we're going to move into a body weight squat. So just again, you want to really push back with that bottom so that you're being kinder to your knees. And we're not jumping it, we're just going through the range of motion. You can do whatever's comfortable with your hands. And next up, we're going to do a toy soldier kick or a toe touch kick. So you're just going to kick those legs out in front of you and try and reach towards your toes with opposite hand to opposite toe. If you can touch, that's great. You don't have to. You can bend your knee. It doesn't have to be a totally straight leg. Again, we need to not be concerned what other people are doing in their exercise and just do what works for our bodies, because our bodies are different from everybody else's. And next up, we're just going to do some high knees. You can add some arms if you want. Just working through a full range of motion. Get those hip flexors warmed up. I'm already breathing hard and all we're doing is warming up. It's going to be a good cardio workout as well as some definite muscle toning. Excellent. So now we're going to get started into the meat of the workout. I have these little 1 pound hand weights that I'm going to add to it. Oh, actually I have one more warm-up exercise that I forgot, so we can add it in here. It was just a hamstring curl, and because I've already got my hand weights on, I'm just going to leave them on. See, I forget things sometimes, even though I have a timer telling me exactly what to do. That's okay. So I'll go a little bit into the rest period. So I have these, they're just 1 pound little hand weights. They're very light and they strap on, so I don't actually need to grip them, which is nice. And they're neoprene, so they're soft and squishy. Okay, so we're going to start with a jumping jack jab. So you're just jumping those legs apart and punching out in front. So this is actually the workout now. We're doing these exercises for 45 seconds a piece with a 15-second rest. So I'm just punching straight out in front of me. I'm rotating my arm slightly as the punch goes out in front. I've got my abs in nice and tight. And I'm adding some cardio. You can do it low impact if you want. That's just fine. You can make this whole workout low impact. It all depends how you feel today. Do you really want like that heart rate really high up there? Or do you want to focus more on the punches? Or maybe you want to do some of both. Okay, we're going to take our 15-second rest here. So yeah, you can do some moves at a higher impact and some at lower. And that's just fine. That tends to be what I do. Sometimes I start with the higher impact and then I go down. So squat with a front kick. And I like to just I like to balance if I can. I like to just bring my hands down by my sides as I kick up. It sort of gives me a little bit of momentum. So I can feel like I'm kicking all that anxiety, all that frustration, all that busyness out of my life. I'll turn to the side and show you. So it's just a nice squat back. I like to lead with my bum as I go back. And then kick. Doesn't have to be a high kick. You can kick lower than me. You can kick higher than me. And again, that core is nice and strong the whole time through this workout. Excellent. Take another break. So now we are going to do a cross punch and a side kick. And you just do the best you can. It might be a low kick, that's fine. So punch and kick, and go as fast as you like or as slow as you like. It might be that your kick is down here. That is just fine. This is not a competition for world's highest kick. You certainly don't want to injure yourself because you're trying to, kick the ceiling. And as you do more of these types of moves, you'll get better. And you can say, wow, my kick used to be down here. And now it's up here, and then much higher than I can go because, well, I love kickboxing. I usually do it about, once every other week. Sometimes it's only once a month. And then I love it so much, I'm like, oh, I should do it more. And, well, then I just don't. I get busy doing other workouts or something like that. But, okay, so now we're going to do that to the other side. In fact, right now I'm thinking, oh, it gives me such energy. I love kickboxing. I should make sure that that's part of, that I do it again, not too far from now. Put it in a rotation. So again, we're just throwing the punch to the other side and kicking the other leg up. And I'll add it in and I'll do it for a couple of weeks and then I'll sort of be like, oh yeah, there's some other workout I really like doing. I'll add that one in. And then the kickboxing will fall by the wayside for a couple of weeks. So nice strong punches. Really think that those punches are coming from your back and your obliques. It's not just an arm movement, it's a whole upper body movement. And again, using these 1-pound weights turns it into a little bit more of a muscle toning workout as well as the cardio. Just a few more seconds. Okay, so now we're going to do an uppercut and then a hook. We're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to do a hook, uppercut, hook, uppercut, okay? So hook it, uppercut. And I move my legs just a little bit. You don't have to if you prefer to not move at all. You'll find your own style and you will feel really silly at first. And it just doesn't matter. I mean, right now there isn't even anyone here watching me except that I'm filming it for all of you to watch. But you know what? I'm doing the best I can. I know there are people out there who box way, way, way better than I am. And that's okay. I'm doing what I can do, and I'm having fun while I'm doing it. And that's all it really should be about. Excellent. Take a break. So now we're simply going to do that on the other side. So I'm going to hook with the other arm, and then uppercut. So I just keep moving back and forth a bit so that the blood doesn't pool in my legs during these breaks. So across and up, cross and up, hook, uppercut. Now, I don't know a lot of fancy boxing. Like I said, I'm not a boxer. I've never taken a boxing class. I've done a kickboxing aerobics class before, and I've taught one before. But I just do it for the fun. I just do it for the exercise. So I don't know all the names of all the punches. But I know the correct form for protecting my body and for building strength and muscle and good cardio. Okay, so now we're going to do a burpee with a punch. So I'm actually going to put these down as soft as they are. They're not really comfortable for putting my hands flat down on the ground. So I'm going to burpee back, come up, punch, punch. So burpee back, punch, punch. Low impact is just a step out, punch, punch. And I'm not coming up to full standing. I'm keeping my knees a bit bent. It's not a full squat. It's not standing up straight either. And that's just adding a little burn so that my quads get and my hamstrings get a little extra. And like I said, you can go to the high impact and then switch back to low. And it doesn't matter which hand you punch first, it's up to you. And then back to high. Oh. And now we're going to do a crunch. So you come on down on the ground. I'm going to grab these again. And we're going to do a crunch punch. And I'm going to do it a cross punch. So I'm going to roll up, punch, punch. Roll up, punch, punch. And I'm not going to go fast because I don't want momentum. I want my abs to be working. I don't want to use just my hip flexors to come up. They get involved anyways. It's just the way they all work together, but I definitely want to focus on the abdominals doing the work. And pretty soon we're going to repeat this whole cycle and do all of these moves one more time through. Excellent. And now we're going to do a plank with a face guard. So again, I'm going to just put my weights off to the side there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a plank position, and you're going to bring that forearm up to in front of your eyes as if you are guarding your face from punches. Okay, so just holding that plank. You can definitely do the plank from the knees. That is just fine. If that's where you are today, or if that's just where you want to be, that's just fine. You can do some up and some down and go back and forth between the two. We have to stop seeing a workout as a competition and start seeing it as just something that we enjoy doing. And if you enjoy, even if you're capable of doing all the harder moves, but you enjoy the other ones, if that's what's going to keep you coming back for more workouts, then that's what you need to do. Okay, so back to the jumping jack jab. We're at the top of the rotation again. We're going to do all of these exercises one more time, starting with that jumping jack jab. Okay, so again, we're just jabbing out in front as we jack those legs. And remember, there is a low impact option. Yeah, whatever kind of movement is going to keep you coming back, that's the best movement for you. I know everybody says, oh, it's got to be HIIT. You're not getting a workout unless you're doing HIIT. Or, oh, what are the new ones now? AMRAP. As many rounds as possible. If you're not doing that, then you're not getting the best workout. Or, oh, there's a new one I just heard. EMOM, I think it is. Every minute on the minute. And if you like those things, that's great. I like them. But if you don't, then pick something else. Good. So now we're going to get back to that squat and front kick. If you pick what you like, you are so much more likely to come back day after day and keep working out, and that's the best workout for your body, is the one that you actually do. So squat with a front kick. HIIT is not going to do your body any good if you do it 3 times and then you hate it. So instead of getting up to do your workout, you hit the snooze button every time. So do what you like. And if you like getting on your bike and going for a half-hour ride every day, do that. If you like swimming in your pool or in the lake or the ocean or whatever is near you, do that. If you like weightlifting, do that. If you like a variety, then do a bunch of different things. Okay, so we're back to those side kicks with the cross punch. Doesn't matter, we're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one you do first. You can follow me or do your own thing. So punch, whoops, I got the wrong way. Punch and kick. Kick, and I'm breathing hard. Pretty soon my sport watch is going to say, keep up the good work, as it motivates me to keep going. My kids got me a sport watch, and actually I really quite like it. But they're not necessary. None of this gear is necessary. This workout can be done without any weights at all, and it's still an extremely effective workout. You don't need to buy any equipment. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. And that's very true of all of working out. You don't need any equipment. You don't need equipment to do muscle building. You don't need equipment for cardio. So kick with the other leg and cross punch. Woo. Let me focus for a minute. There we go. We always feel like, oh, she's lifting dumbbells, so I have to do that too. And if you don't have anything, find something else to lift. You have so many things in your house that you can lift that have some weight to them. And if you don't, then just pick body-weighted exercises. There's lots of like weightless workouts that are still designed to build muscle. Don't go spending money you don't have because you think it'll make your workouts better. Okay, so next we're going to get back to that hook and the uppercut. You can get a lot of really great workouts with nothing but you. I do suppose that I would suggest a pair of running shoes. Though there are lots of things, there's lots of yoga and Pilates and lightweight exercises, like they can still be highly intense, but not with jumping, not with impact. That's something we think all the time, is that if a workout is intense, it must have jumping in it, and that's just not true. And then if you're female, I would suggest a decent workout bra for your comfort. Excellent. And now we're just going to switch that to the other side. And we're getting near the end. We're getting there. Okay, everybody's doing really great. If you're still here and you're still working out, you're doing a great job. So this time we're going to hook and uppercut the other direction. So it doesn't matter if you're doing the same one as me. You do you. Just make sure you've done both sides. And again, I'm trying not to move too quickly because I really want those muscles to be doing the work. Not momentum. It's not about how many I can rush in. It's about doing them well. It's kind of the same about everything in life if you think about it. Okay, so now we're going to do that burpee punch. So I'm going to put down my little handheld weights. And so we burpee back and then we come up and we punch, punch. So jump back, punch, punch. Punch, punch. And do remember there is a low impact version, punch punch, where you just step back instead of the jump, and that is just fine. In fact, it really does work those quads. You end up holding that squat for a fair bit more time. But if you want more heart rate, then you can jump it back. Or you can do some jumping and then some low impact. I wasn't planning on taping today. There you go. Now we're going to do the cross punch. So down on the ground. I wasn't actually planning on filming today, but I had a couple of requests for this one and I thought, oh, no problem, I love doing it. Okay, so down, up, punch, punch. And I already did some weightlifting this morning, earlier this morning, with my husband. So we did weightlifting together. My body's feeling a little bit more tired than normal because I don't do 2 workouts in one day. I mean, I usually only post 1 workout a week, and that's because I'm doing my workouts first thing in the morning. And I have to make sure that I do it on a day when I can use the workout as my workout for the day. And so I don't usually tape more than 1 workout in a day unless it's something like stretching. You can never have too much stretching. Now we're going to do the plank guard. So this is one of those rare times where I've already done a workout. And now, so plank guard, so plank, hand up, block those punches. So needless to say, I'm feeling tired. I'm going to reward myself with a nice cold glass of water. And it's summertime here, so and we're very fortunate. We have a swimming pool in our backyard, so a dip in the swimming pool. And then I think I'm just going to sit in a chair and read a book for a little bit. And just take a little bit of relax time. Okay, so just a few more seconds here, and then we're going to get ready for our cool down. Excellent job. So we are going to do a cool down. We're going to start with doing a tricep and a hip flexor stretch together. So roll that hip forward, get the stretch down the front, put your arm overhead, bend at the elbow, and push down behind you. So you're getting both the tricep from all the punches and the hip flexor from our kicks and squats. The hard part of the workout is done. We are just in the stretching portion. We are saying thank you to our bodies for doing this. And now we're simply going to switch. So roll that other hip forward, other arm up overhead, bend at the elbow, push down behind you. And really, really push those hips forward. Flatten out all in the front of the hip flexor here. Get a nice stretch. It should feel really good. Okay, so just a few more seconds here. Now we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So leg out in front, pull that toe up and take an arm across the front of your body. We're going to do the other side, so it doesn't matter which leg and which arm you have. Just make sure the next time you do the opposite arm and leg is what you're doing right now. And just hold, really give that arm a nice pull. Nice stretch across the upper back. And a nice stretch in the hamstring, and actually my other leg is feeling a bit of a burn holding the stretch. Okay, come up, give it a shake. Other hamstring. Also, it's going into the calf. Take the other arm across the body, give it a nice little tug there. Feel those nice stretching out. You don't have to be quite so firm in the abdominals now. You can let things go a little bit. I mean, you still need a bit for balance, so, don't just all together, but... Okay, now we're going to do a quad stretch. So, one leg up behind you. If you need to hold on to the wall or a chair, down at one spot on the floor. Some people like to put their hand on their belly button. I tend to do both of those things. It helps me. but you do what works for you. And then we're just going to switch legs here. So take your time switching it so that you've got your balance. Knee pointing straight down to the ground. And then again, I'm staring at one spot. That's why I'm not looking at you guys. And I've got my hand at my belly button. That tends to work for me. Just a few more seconds here. Next up, we're going to do a chest expansion. So just take those arms behind you and really pull those shoulder blades back, open up through the chest. I'm just moving my legs a little bit side to side here as I let my heart rate come down. Then I'm going to put my arms out in front and do the opposite stretch. Get that upper back really well from throwing those punches. We just have one stretch after this and then we're done. Okay, just a few more seconds. We're going to do side bends for our last one. So we'll go a little bit to each side. I'm just going to take those arms overhead and I'm going to lean to one side. And then come up through center and lean a little bit to the other side. And I'm just going to go back and forth like this. Not too fast. And then back the other way. Really stretch out through the obliques there. Through the back. All through the core. Feels good. All right, excellent job, everybody. This was a longer one. It was just under 28 minutes. You did a great job. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if you like kickboxing, cardio kickboxing, what you'd like to see next. I can do a seated boxing one as well. I've done that before. If you'd like to see that, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know about it. And give me a thumbs up if you like this. Have a great day and hope to see you next time.